2 people watching so far. It's the rearview mirror in the way. I can adjust this slightly. Yep, like that. Oh gosh, this is weird that I've started doing this in the yard rather than in the lockup because of the usual radio being on situation, which is something I can't really do a great deal about. I could bravely just say, look, do you mind just turning the radio down so I can do a live stream without it being interrupted? And he might say, oh yeah, no problem, yeah, sorry about that. In fact, he probably would. It's probably exactly what he would do, because he's a man who doesn't like conflict. But because I'm a man who doesn't like conflict, I find it easier just to get annoyed instead and then just ignore it. But anyway, so I've done the usual thing of sat in the car where you can't hear any of the noise, just the noise of me rattling on and looking ever so slightly in the wrong direction. That's what we do, you know, when you're thinking about what you're saying next, you don't tend to look at who you're talking to. So you do that, you just look over there. You think you do it whilst looking into a camera, but it appears to be, maybe that's the thing, eye contact is quite an odd one, because you make too much eye contact with someone, it makes you feel uncomfortable, doesn't it? What's your view on this? And also, what's your view on me just doing a live stream completely out of the blue without any warning? Well, I'll tell you why I'm doing it in a moment. You never know, we might get a few people in. This channel has been, I'm sorry, but somewhat neglected recently. So I kind of feel bad. I feel bad about it because of the channel memberships. But I got the channel memberships. The live streams are going really rather well. And then suddenly the numbers dropped off and I didn't really bother doing any because there didn't seem to be a lot of point. But that is being a little bit neglectful of the people who've been very, very kind and become channel members and also wanted me to pop along. So whoever you are, thank you. I'm sorry. But yesterday I received a gift in the postie. And that was out of the blue. I thought, what's this? I remembered what it was as soon as I opened it. But it was a box of tea bags. And because I just did an opening of the box, and I thought, this doesn't really go on the other channel, does it? It doesn't really go there. I'll put it on this. And it's had some half decent views for this channel. And I think 6 or 7 subscribers. I thought, blimey, I must be missing a trick still. Maybe I should be making videos on here. But what I shall do, what I propose to do, let's say, is Captain Mustard should be kind of almost like a leftovers channel, where just all the bits of things go, if you happen to be interested, beyond channel membership videos on the other channel, which is surprisingly difficult to keep doing. It is, you know, when there's the amount of things that I have to be doing channel membership videos as well on top of them can be a little bit awkward. I feel like I'm rambling on somewhat. Whilst rambling on, I see quite a few people have joined in this. Right. Yes, me too. Whilst rambling on, quite a few people have joined in and actually said hello, just joined in the chat ever so slightly. So I'm going to say hello back to you right now and welcome you to this live stream, to which I have no idea how long it will last. It might be half an hour. I might end up with a phone call, which normally happens. A phone call just completely cuts me off, and then I've either got to start again or just not bother. Anyway, how are we all? How's everyone? Has anybody had anything nice to eat today? I have, but I'm still hungry. So let's see who's here. Andrew Bucky, who says, a very good afternoon, Captain Mustard. I think if I just roll my seat back ever so slightly like this, So I'm even further away from focus. I might actually be able to read this okay. Peter P. Hello, Peter P. Nice to have you here. Play your own compositions. Oh, right. What for? What you mean on this live stream? Just do a live stream of playing things that make up on the keyboard. Is that what you mean? I've thought about doing something like that, but I generally think that maybe there's too many people that wouldn't be interested. But you never know, do you? You just really don't know. In the Reverend, yes, I am in the Reverend, the Rover 45, which has not had a great deal of use recently, but I don't know why. I mean, why not? Because it feels really good as well. It feels really quick these days. It did seem to not feel too quick when I first got the thing on the go. Maybe that was some sort of bung up on the exhaust, and the man next door keeps looking over. I think he's a bit confused as to what it is I'm doing sat in the car talking. Hi, Peter. Hi there, Andrew. Now the Greenwood is here. Blimey, Blinks. I must have eaten some weird mushrooms this morning. This isn't Project Nigel. Well, it kind of is, isn't it? Or is it? It is. It isn't. It is. It isn't. It is. I don't really want to do live streams on the other channel too often because now you may agree or you may disagree with this, but when you search your channel, you see live streams as well as videos, and projects. Nigel should be more about videos than live streams. Although I've taken advantage of being able to do that on there a few times, and normally it brings in a few subscribers. So, what's wrong with that? Nothing. Nothing's wrong with it. But also, it makes it look like a live stream channel, which is what I'm doing with this one. So I've got no idea. I've got no idea. I did have a purpose for switching this on and just having a chat. I'll come to that in a moment. Just hope I don't forget what it is during that moment. Simone is here, hooked on classics. Hello, Simone. In fact, hi, it's Simone. Hello, Captain. I just had a bacon sarnie. Nice. I do like that. I have bacon sandwiches quite often, but I leave the bread out. So I'll have an egg bacon sandwich without the bread, or an egg sandwich without the bread, or an egg and bacon sandwich but without the bread. It's fantastic because the bit that you actually like is the egg or the bacon, isn't it? So if you leave the other bit out that you're not as bothered by, then it can only be better, can't it? What about brown sauce? Put brown sauce on your bacon. Now, do you like the brown sauce more than the bacon or less than the bacon? Because if you like it less, then just have the bacon. If you like it more, just glug back a bottle of brown sauce and you'll be sorted. Has anyone ever done that? Glug down a bottle of brown sauce? I bet they haven't. I'd be really, really impressed if anyone could tell me that they have glugged back either a bottle of brown sauce or something as unlikely to glug back as that. Do tell me, because I am interested, and I'm interested enough to read it out. Michael Canning is here. Hey, what's the biggest donation you ever got? Do these live streams? Well, Michael, we're about to find out, because I think you should be the one that sees if you can beat that record. Oh yes, why not? Hi Mustard. Hello. Gosh, I'm a bit blue on this. Yay on this one. Yay. So you can see I'm just about being able to read this, but maybe that's better. I can't remember whether I can read it with my reading glasses on from this distance or not. Oh, bendy one. Did you eat some horseradish? And Heidi Silver. Oh, hello, Heidi Silver. I'm not sure if I know you, but hello anyway. It's always a bit of a, a nice surprise when you have someone in your live stream you do know. And for some reason I thought, do I know Heidi? Obviously not, because I'm having to think about the name Heidi Silver. Heidi Silver. Heidi Silver. Why? Because the burglars are coming. Heidi Silver. Peter P, Simone Peter P. I liked your 17-second tour of Manchester, Captain. Yeah, that was kind of an accident, because I was on my way to meet Steve in a radio station, and I love walking around Manchester. It's a really great place to walk around, but just not a nice place to drive around. In fact, to drive around, it's hideous. It's awful. I never, if I had the opportunity to never ever drive around Manchester ever again, I will take it. I'll take it right now, because I don't ever want to do it. But walking around it, it's lovely. Oh, and I like the train journey there as well. Oh, obviously, yeah, I took the train because I didn't want to drive into Manchester or try and find somewhere to park in Manchester. Deadpool, hello. 15 seconds too long, that. Liam Wallace is here. Hello, Liam Wallace. Are you in the passenger seat, Captain? No. What makes you think that? Why would I be in the passenger seat? Surely you can tell. You can tell I'm not in the passenger seat by which way I'm facing. Liverpool Forever. Hi. Hello, Liverpool Forever. Cheeky Peter. Pie. Oh, cool. Right, Pie. Now, does anybody remember when I was doing lots of live streams, I would award points for how cool somebody's name is? Well, you don't get better than Pie, really. Pie is just a fantastic username. The only thing is, as we're all allowed to have the same username these days, and it's the tag, the handle, or whatever it is, that has to be unique. I don't know why. I mean, it seems a bit backwards. Should be the other way around. Or should it? I don't know. Well, anyway, having so many channel names with the same name, I don't like that. That just opens up the doors to plagiarism, surely. But anyway, Pie, what a cool name. 9 out of 10. Play Poison from I don't know what the Has Been Hotel, please, and Remember Me. Okay, you might have to explain that one. Play Poison from Has Been Hotel, please, and Remember Me. Well, I remember your name, Pie. Yes. In fact, I'll probably go to sleep tonight thinking about pie, because I don't eat pies very often these days, and I just wish I could enjoy a pie without the consequences, but I can't. Liverpool Forever. Hi, Liverpool. Hi, Liverpool. Hi, Andrew. Everyone's saying hello. Hello. SR Edits. Hi, I'm new to this channel. What's it about? Well, it's about whatever you want it to be about, really. It's basically the what you might call the spin-off channel to projects, Nigel, because there are too many things like this on the go on that particular channel. So I started off doing some stuff in the kitchen because I like to cook. Although these days the only thing I'm cooking is mince and eggs, so that's not very exciting. Might be good for me. Might be exactly what's helping to keep me slim and healthy. But who wants to watch a man cook an egg over and over again? Nobody. Unless, of course, you like me cooking an egg and having a chat about it on the way. Maybe I should give it a go. That's a good point. The cooking channel where the meal never changes. Worth a go, isn't it? Bacon and sausages is what it's about. It's not really, but, you know, I don't mind anybody thinking that, but they're not going to stay for long, are they? Oh gosh, look at that, I've got 21 people watching. That's not bad for a channel that's basically dead in the water. But is it dead in the water? That's the thing. I mean, it is when you don't use it. I was awarded my half channel membership. No, half channel monetization thingy. Oh, look at this! Look at the gap there. That's because I'm sat sloping down. It's not because I'm one of those people that drive around like that, just about peering on the wheel. I'm actually relaxing. Carry on relaxing for a bit. Yeah. Anyway, after posting that short video yesterday, it did make me think maybe I should just go back to bunging some stuff on it. Just the random, the leftovers, the bits of things, the stuff that's unique to the channel, like unboxing something. Because I'm surprised. I am, honestly. I would never watch somebody unboxing something to see what's inside, or somebody unpacking their shopping, or any of those kind of things. Honestly, if you give me a choice of 10 things that I could watch, and taking your shopping out of a bag was one of them, that would definitely be the one that I would not bother watching. But lots of other people seem to like it, and I've got no idea why. I've got no idea why I had 10 likes then, and now I've got 9 either. So maybe I've upset someone by saying something about unboxing shopping. I don't know. Came for the bacon and stayed for the sausages, says Peter P. The sausage connection. That's right. Well, sausages did used to be a bigger part of the channel, but not really bacon so much. Although it's made out of the same thing, isn't it? Just a different processing situation. The official Cookie Monster in the Matrix. The official Cookie Monster in the Matrix. Hello, Mustard. Hello, the official Cookie Monster in the Matrix. That sounds like the kind of name that is asking to be awarded a point, a mark out of 10, and I'm going to give that an 8 because that's kind of cool. But do you know what? Obviously, this is just my thought. Rather than the official Cookie Monster in the Matrix, I would call yourself Cookie Monster in the Matrix, and then I think that's an even better name. Anyway, Cookie Monster in the Matrix says hello, and hello, Mustard, and hello. Oh, right, there we go. Thank you. Rate my username out of 10. Yeah, see, it works. If only all of the other casual users of YouTube would pop into the live stream just to have their username rated by this hairy man. It's a good idea, isn't it? Maybe that's what I should be. Imagine if I did dedicated live streams just to marking your name out of 10. You'd all flock in, wouldn't you? And then bugger back off again because there's nothing else to look at. Oh, right. Hi, Tom. Right, yeah. Hi, the Cookie Monster in the Matrix, says Andrew Buttigieg. See, that's the kind of thing we do. We turn things into initialisms to save on time or something like that. Your image is reverse, Mustard. Oh, why? Why has it done that? Well, that's annoying. It shouldn't be. Normally, it's not reversed on these, is it? Normally, it sorts it out, puts it the correct way round. Balls. I mean, it doesn't really matter a great deal, I suppose, but it doesn't matter, but it's annoying. And if I was you, I would be thinking of switching off because of how irritating that is. Even more so that I didn't even know. I didn't even realize that that's what was going on. Why suddenly is it doing that? Because it wasn't doing it before. It's just typical the way technology makes its own mind up about what you want and what you don't want. It's like Facebook and YouTube as well. You must all notice this, that every few days or every week or so, they just move something. They just change it. It's not too bad if they just change a color of something, or change the font, or change the whatever it was I'm thinking of. I can't remember. It's not too bad if they do that. But when they just put something somewhere else, is it an improvement? No, it's not. It's just an annoyance at best. Long. Hi, Mustard Mate says the official Cookie Monster in the Matrix. Ah, yeah, we've done that one. You're welcome. Ta-ta for now. I need to go and get the lawn cut for the final time this year. That's quite late, isn't it? Surely it's going to have stopped growing a month back. Bragging again. Pi is my brother. Oh, right. So you definitely go for different kinds of names then, don't you? Well, official Cookie Monster and Pi, are you new to this channel or the other one, or are you people that I have dealt with, had doings with before? Oh, right, hang on. What's that say? Jazzmatazz. How was your Halloween? All right, I'll answer that. Annoying. A bit annoying. I had to pop to the shop last night. I had to pop to Aldi in Todmorden, or Todmorden, as they say in different parts of the country. And it was full of kids making far too much noise. Like, just really irritating. Why is it that younger people think that older people want to listen to them? Because we don't. We do not want to hear your voice that loud. In fact, we don't really want to hear you at all whilst you're talking bollocks and nonsense. So just pipe down. But when you have a whole load of teenagers all hanging around finding something hilarious, it's enough to make the rest of the day a lot less enjoyable. So that was my Halloween. And then I went out the front and there were smashed eggs everywhere. They come in, bought eggs so they could smash eggs outside the shop. How clever. The worst thing was, though, I mean, there was about 9 or 10 of them all hanging about. And when I went to put my trolley back, I was considering just popping back inside and saying to the staff there, these kids are a nuisance. Isn't it your job to move them on? But I didn't need to, because there was already like somebody there kind of doing that, which I was pleased by. But anyway, there was this one child and this bottle of pop, and he was chucking it on the pavement, chucking it, trying to get it to explode. And I spotted this woman. They were accompanied by an adult. I couldn't believe it. I know it was a woman because she didn't look like a teenager, and she had a mobile phone and a tattoo on her neck. And I made sure that she spotted me looking over at this child and going, oh, I'm doing that kind of disapproving look. I did it for her benefit because she should have been doing that. So yeah, Halloween wouldn't really bother me too much if people weren't so bloody irritating. So there we go. There's a nice answer for you. Emma Lemon. Oh gosh. Hello. Have a lemon. Have a lemon. Have a lemon. Have a lemon. 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 Sorry about that. Have a good mowing session, Simone, says Andrew Buttigieg. I'll have to do the same tomorrow. And then Simone's gone. And now Jazzmatazz says hello again, and then shout out. Shout out! I've done it. I reckon this is another one of those things. It's not going to be a particularly popular live stream, but the vertical live stream will have people just popping in and out that really probably don't want to be here. And Jazzmatazz with that's probably a young person that wanted a shout out but didn't get it straight away and now has gone. That's what I reckon. But if you're still here, let me know and I'll do it again. Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness. Now that's a name I've not seen for a little while. What I won't do, because I don't think Girl Dad Cooking Up Deliciousness has been anywhere near my other channel. And thank you for joining me here. What's up, Captain Mustard and everyone in chat? What's up? I don't know. What is wrong? What's wrong with people these days? The headroom in that Honda wasn't great. Oh, Right now, you know what I thought you were saying then? I thought you were saying the headlining in this Honda isn't great because many people will just think Rover 45, actually just a Honda Civic, because it is. But yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It wasn't great. It was very, very droopy, and I couldn't actually physically keep my head in there because the bars were like there and there. But then again, you know, it's designed to be driven without the roof on, and at that point, it wouldn't really matter a great deal. Someone's trying to park a van into the garage next door that looks like they've got the tiniest amount of clearance, but it's going in. Andrew Ability Geek says there's something about boxes. People like watching them being opened up or a pound slipped in. I'm going to have to go and get my glasses, I think, because I'm now starting to struggle with this. Yes, a pound being slipped into a box. Fantastic. Happy late Halloween, you guys. Well, just staying consistent with his food, this food. Hope is good. Oh. Right, okay, so but we're not. I don't think Jazzmatazz is a middle-aged lady with that particular. What did everyone dress up at? Well, the answer is they didn't. Not everybody dressed up today. So, and certainly everyone didn't dress up as the same thing. Unless you mean, what did you all dress up as? Yes. Yeah. And then that could be taken the same way. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop up there, get my glasses, and then I can hopefully read this a little bit better. And it'll help. Once I put my reading glasses on, it will help the younger people switch straight back off because they'll just think there's an old grey man with glasses on reading and we're not interested in that. Or they might not. And then I walk up the yard, taking my time, one foot in and the other. The best way to walk is one foot in front of the other. It's like a constant falling over. It works this way. You can tell me how far I got before the microphone stopped working. And then they walk back down to the yard, all the way to the other end of the yard, where the car is. Oh, I'm about to find out where you hear me waffling on a running commentary of my journey from one end of the yard to the other, which has to be the highlight of this live stream. Well, that is kind of better in some way. Yes, I can see that now. Epic costume. Oh, Andrew Buttigieg dressed up as himself, which now, if you're somebody like Andrew Buttigieg, you can do because you are basically a Halloween character. I was Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, says Jazzmatazz. Well, that's very nice. I'm not sure who that is actually. I wonder if that's one of those things I should know, or is it one of those things I really shouldn't know? Detective Inky is here. Hello, Detective Inky. Tim Burton, brilliant, says Andrew Buttigieg. Tim Burton, brilliant. Yes. Trissa Alderman. Hello, Mustard, Matron, Andrew, and Peter P. And hello to you as well. Ah, Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight on the Wirral. Welcome. Welcome to this live stream, Mr. Stephen Parry. How are you today, Captain? Are you still keeping your chin up after Jason going swapping one of your vehicles on Monday? Ah, right. Uh, well, yeah, it's not really true, you know. It's just a joke. And I'm not going to tell you here. I'm not actually going to tell. I figure there's probably not really enough people watching here to make a difference, but it's the joke. It's just a prank that we played. So it's not really happening. Hi, Tricia. Hi, Tricia. Hi, Tricia. Hi, Mr. Stephen Barry. Hi, Detective. Detective. Hello. Everybody's so polite in saying hello to each other, aren't they? Jazzmataz says that is exactly how you pronounce it. Thank you. And I'm impressed by Jazzmataz staying here because, you know, that's impressive. That's impressive. I like that. I'm glad that you've stayed here long enough to see whether I actually read out your name properly. And now I can see it properly as well. It makes it a bit easier. Greenwood says, I am very well and dandy, thank you, Mr. Stephen Parry from Port Sunlight in the World. Hi, Mustard and friends. Stephen S. Paul is in the car. Welcome from Arizona. Is it Arizona or New Mexico? Or is it Utah? Or is it Nevada? You don't tell me. I know it's one of those. This live stream is just people saying hello to each other. There's not a lot of point in me reading all those out, is there? Because you're reading them yourself, and you are, a few minutes ahead of me anyway, as far as seeing what's going on. Because I haven't got to this bit, and do you know what else? I haven't even done all chat, which I suppose I should do really, just in case. Chat, all messages. There we go. Thank you. And now I've got to go back down there again. To see where I was up to. That's where I was. Good. Well, I was just saying that you're all saying hello to each other because that's what you all do. In fact, that's pretty all there is, Captain Tetley's. Captain Teabag makes me think of a cat for some reason. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Let's expand upon this, Captain Teabag. That's the kind of name that you choose it for a cat, and it makes you want to have a cat just so you can call it Captain Teabag. Gosh, it's such a cat's name. That's brilliant. Thank you. That's just the kind of thought I like. Now, what does Captain Teabag look like? I'm going to say it's kind of quite a rounded moggy, not particularly big, and but very, very nonchalant, and kind of tabby, but with a few orange spots on. At that, can we think of any other really appropriate names for a cat? The kind of name that's so appropriate that, as I said, it makes you want to buy a cat just so you can give it a name. Mum's cat. I've read that it is hit the button. Right, I see. Yes, saggy roof lining dysfunction. There's things for that. Yeah, these things that just stop it from sagging too much, because I think that it might still be a bit stuck down in places, but not really very much. I'm hoping he's going to go away quite soon, so I can go and have another cup of tea. Because you know, I do like a cup of tea or three. Empty chair live. They're usually popular. How was the empty chair live? Captain, you're lagging. I am, Jazzmataz. Of course I am. I don't want to rush through all of the comments, do I? Because then I'll be left with the only thing that I can say would be what I'm thinking. And nobody really needs to know that. So, if I just take my time, it's a bit like look at it this way. If you're given a really nice, lovely meal, what do? Do you trough it like a hungry dog, or do you gently pick at it and savor every little bit? That's what you do, isn't it? Because you don't have the attitude of, well, this is the last meal I'll ever have. I may as well just get it inside me. No, imagine that's supposed to be the mentality of the dog, that they don't know whether they're ever going to eat again, so they just eat it as quickly as possible. When, if they had any kind of common sense on the go, then they would do it the other way around, wouldn't they? They would be like, oh, this is brilliant. Oh, that biscuit was fantastic. Oh, there's another biscuit there. I'm going to have that one. Oh, it's just as good as the last one. Wow, this is a fantastic bowl of biscuits. Everyone's the same, but they're a new experience every time. And that's why people aren't like dogs. All right, me old cocker, says Smashing Pistons. Well, all right, me old cocker, Mr. Pineapple, to you too. Nice to have you here, isn't it? Andrew Buttigieg says, the microphone momentarily cut out on your walk to the lockup. Well, yes. Now, that was a slight experiment. I'm wondering how far I actually got. Whether it was the moment I actually went in the lockup and closed the door, or whether it's on the way. Because ideally what you want is to have a really good range with these microphones. And then you just have to remember that you've got the microphone on and not have some sort of private conversation whilst you're doing a live stream just because you're out of earshot, or so you think. Smashed Simons. What are we talking about? Halloween costumes, asks Smashing Pistons. Well, I mean, we can do still if you want to do. But Halloween was yesterday. But no, Halloween should be for as long as you like it. In fact, in my usual awkward way, if I'm going to celebrate Halloween, I'll do it on a different day. I'll do it when I want to do. Not on the 31st of October. I'll do it on the 7th of January instead. And like Christmas, I'll celebrate Christmas Day on a day that isn't Christmas Day. But I don't want to do it in a completely different part of the year, because that'd be stupid, wouldn't it? I mean, it wouldn't make any sense at all. Like the gaining of subscribers, and you get celebratory around that. Why do it on the milestone 1,000? Do it somewhere in between. They're just as significant as a number. As a number, not as a number. That's one of the problems with just talking and not knowing what's coming next. You have to include all of your little speech impediment type things where you'll miss a word, you'll mispronounce a word, you'll put an extra word in there that really doesn't belong. I'm not afraid to admit that it happens. I'm just embarrassed. Hello all. We have such a small little group here in chat. Well, yeah, but I'm not really famous, that's why. Peter Acton, Rex. What about Rex? What's Rex? Cat. Right, yes. Gosh, I can't itchy nose. Could do it blowing my nose, but I don't really want to do, because that would be an awful sound, won't it? Rex. Rex is normally the kind of name you give to a dog, isn't it? But fine, Rex. Yeah, it's not. Mark out of 10 for cat names then. I think Rex could have actually 6, because I quite like it. But Captain Teabag is a proper 10. That's a 10 out of 10. In fact, just Captain Teabag as just a name is an 8 out of 10. But for a cat, it's 10. Cat name, Trevor, says Smashing Pistons. Good, especially if it's a female cat. Captain Teabag, a small, brown, soggy moggy. Oh, it looks like we've got somebody else coming into the yard again. I used to have a black, soggy moggy. He turned into a bag of wet spaghetti whenever I picked him up. Why buy a cat when you can lease one? Right, yeah. I took the dog out for a walk this morning. She did a poo, and I just looked at her and said, "Would you like a receipt?" She didn't find it funny. Was he a ragdoll matron? Matron. Matron. No, black all over apart from a few white chest hairs. Love Trevor as a cat name, Smashing Pistons. I do. Did I give that? I didn't actually give it a mark, did I? I just said even better if it's a female cat. Right, as a male cat, 7. As a female cat, 5. Even though I've just said it'd be much better for a female cat, because it's one of those things where it's supposed to be funny, but kind of it was funny 20 years ago. So I've just basically peed on my own chips, but that's what I do, and I'm quite happy to not pretend that I think it's better, even though I just said it was. Oh, not Alf way. Love cats, love them. Crikey, he's a long way behind in the comments. Comments. I wonder if he'll open up his Christmas gift live on air. Well, I can't be that far behind on comments, can I? Surely not. Because it wasn't that long ago when I mentioned the cat, the teabag cat. He's unboxing. He's into unboxing vids. I'm not into unboxing vids. What I said was that I just unboxed it because I thought sometimes I think you should do. Then I thought it doesn't really go on the Nigel channel unless it's kind of in part of another video, and I just quite liked the clip. So I thought, well, I'll put it on here, and then it did get me thinking about how I should put more things on here. So really, what we need then. With that, I will unbox anything on this channel, provided it's been sent to me. And I don't care what it is. If you want to send me something nice, or something that I really don't need, or something that you don't want, or something that you think's funny. I mean, obviously within legal reasons, you could send me you could send me a piece of paper and on it says, sorry, there's nothing in this box, if you wanted to do. I quite like that, although I might think that you're lacking imagination, being as I've just mentioned it. But just for fun, if you want to do, and if you don't want to, I understand, because I don't think I'd get involved in it. I used to have a friend whose cat was called Trollop. Trollop. Great, great. When a very posh mother was trying to call her in at night. Cat name Chase. Says Jazzmatazz, so I'm having to read out names over and over because I forget them. Chase. Yeah. It's not what I would use myself. A Cornish Rex called Rex. But Peter P, isn't that just using the information that's already there and just regurgitating it into something else? So yeah, Rex for a cat. If it's a Cornish Rex, I'm going to say it gets fewer points because of it, because it's just, I've just explained why. I'm sorry, Peter, I'm sorry, I can't give that a particularly good score, but keep these ideas coming for cats. And so far I only want one cat, so I can call it Captain Teabag. I've not had any other names that makes me want to have a second cat. You never know. If you can think of a few more, I may end up committing myself to 10 cats by the end of today. Sausage news, says Smashing Pistons. There isn't any sausage news. Actually, yes, there is. I'll tell you what the sausage news is. Well, I had a packet of sausages the other day, and I enjoyed them. They were just sausages from Aldi, well, Lidl in fact, but they weren't as nice as the sausages that I had given to me when I dropped the caravan off the other week. I was given a bag of sausages and a bag of chops by the chap who's now taken the caravan off on. They were from his own farm, and they were really nice. And they were just ordinary sausages, but like not faffed around with sausages, just sausages. And they were really good. They tasted nice. And you put them in the pan. You don't need any oil because there's loads of oil in there already anyway. And you end up with the reusable oil from it, which is I like that kind of thing. Matron. Matron. That sounds like a high-tech character. It does, actually. Almost as good as Matroni, where she sounds Italian. Matron. The Matron 2000, says Peter. An electronic Italian head nurse. Yeah. Quick, someone post him some bees. Oh, don't. Not bees. No. Post responsibly. Not bees. Pictures of bees. Guys, I've got to go. Okay, well, thank you for joining us today, Jazzmatazz. Pet shop near me does live crickets. Right. I don't want to regret this daft suggestion. And occasionally a customer drops in a box in the street. They all escape around the streets. So a box of crickets. Right, bye-bye, Jazzmatazz. Right, okay. So where's the ex-England cricket players end up? Ah, right, yeah. Paul Newman. Sausage is a decent name. It's a decent cat name. I think I agree with that. What would sausage suit better? A cat, a dog, or a giraffe? I wonder how many giraffes have a pet name. It can't be that many, can it, really? I mean, I wonder if anyone's even got a giraffe. Because there were giraffes in the zoo, right? But are they owned by one person? I mean, there's going to be one person somewhere that's got more control than anybody else. But imagine being able to say, my giraffe, and mean it. That's my giraffe, that is. Like I can with a dog. Like you may be able to do with your cat or your goldfish. Wouldn't that be fantastic? That's a dream come true, to be able to talk about your very own giraffe. Not a plastic one, not a full-size paper mache model of a giraffe that you keep in the trailer, that you drive around the streets to inconvenience people. No, but a genuine giraffe with those funny horns on the top. And what would it be like? I mean, you'd need a really big back garden for a start. And imagine having this giraffe and you call it over. What would be the call-in sound? Would it be like like you would do with a cat or a dog, or a whistle, or would you have to make up an entirely different kind of sound altogether to appeal to your pet giraffe? It might even be a horn. Maybe giraffes actually like the sound of a car horn, and when they hear the sound of a car horn, they come running over, they come lolloping over, like, all right, what's up? Yeah. Oh, right. Probably not, because then those safari park things that we have would possibly be a problem. Like if you're driving through the safari park and you accidentally pick the horn, and then suddenly Steve Berry's calling me. Okay, everyone, this live stream is going to end because that phone call is going to knock it straight off, and I know it's going to be about tomorrow, so I'm gonna have to say that's the end. Or is it? Has it stayed on? Because most of the time the phone calls just knock it straight off, but this time it didn't. And I'm going to say, if you're still here, Steve Berry is not as important as everybody else watching this live stream. He could be watching it himself if he could be bothered, But no, it's probably on daytime TV somewhere, kicking up a fuss about something that he's not even that interested in. Hello. We seem to have some more comments on the go here as well. Mark the Vicar. Oh. Ah, right. Yes, my cat's name is Alan, which is fancy. Now, Mark the Vicar, I had a cat called Alan once, and she was, as you can guess, not a boy cat. And that's why I called it that. That's why I said something about something that's funny 20 years ago. I mean, 30 years ago. Giraffe name, Jeff, says Smashing Pistons. And I'm afraid, well, I mean, we might as well stick with this. You know, you're going to name a cat. What name could you give to a giraffe that would make you want to go out and purchase your own giraffe? Even though it would be a lot more difficult and you would surely need a lot more money. But is it possible? Would it be possible if you had all the money in the world to actually have your own pet giraffe? What's there to stop you? Are there some laws that you have to adhere to in order to have your own pet giraffe? Like it being open to the public to be able to observe your giraffe? Somebody's bound to know the answer to this, and it's not me. That's my pilchard. I wonder if cats' names... Oh, I wonder if cats have names for humans. Well, I would like to say I wonder that too, but I don't. I've never thought of that before. Good name for a cat, that. We played a great game of That's My Pilchard when I was at the yard at the beginning of the month. Mustard won, but Boaty didn't realise. But he didn't release the footage. Yes, we find that quite a lot. That sometimes he can be beaten at his own game, but you'll never see it. I put a long sausage by my door. I use it as a giraffe excluder. Thank you, Mark. Belvedere the giraffe. That's good. Your giraffe has been shitting in my lawn again. Steve Berry the cat. Now, Steve Berry's quite a good name for a cat as well, isn't it? Not just Steve or Berry, but actual Steve Berry. Boaty's embarrassed because he's lost the game that he invented, says Andrew. Damien the giraffe. Yeah, I like that. I like Damien the giraffe. Now, this is where the idea of writing a children's book is always appealing, because you can have just really bonkers and obscure, surreal ideas. And those are the kind of things that need to be in children's books to help them, to help their minds wander off into directions that they wouldn't normally be. I'm going to go on a bit of a thought train here about exactly that. And I'm not sure I should, because I might end up going on too long, but I wonder really whether that's what's missing often in the minds of younger people. And that's why so many of them are just so bloody loud and gobby and think they know everything. I mean, obviously, those three things aren't necessarily unusual, but just the way some of them are these days, they just show absolutely no imagination whatsoever. And it's probably because they've never read a book or had one read to them. We'll have to get to the bottom of this pilchard business. Now, there we go. I've actually caught back up with the comments, and I am going to end the live stream here because, actually, believe it or not, I do need to speak with Steve, because we've a video coming out on Monday, and so far none of that video has been recorded, because what's been happening has been last minute. Me up at 3 o'clock on a Monday morning, still editing. So that's going to be happening there. So I need to find out the information as quickly as possible so I can act upon it. So I'm going to say bye-bye to everyone. Oh yeah, Boaty will be doing a lot of... I respect giraffes. Well, I do look up to them. Yeah, of course, Boaty will be doing a live stream tonight. See you all later. Right, okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining in this live stream today. Thank you for your patience. And I'll see you again on another one. And I promise I'm going to start with trying to bung in some loosely edited or not even edited at all videos for this channel, because it would be good to get this one properly monetized as well. So thank you, and bye-bye. Bye. I'll see you.